everybody, and welcome in. It's time for What's in the Box. This show is going to have two parts, as I held up 3 fingers. That's hilarious. 2 parts. I've got this awesome Catwoman collection, which has all of the Ballot Run and the Darwin stuff that kind of like bleeds into all of this awesome Adam Hughes. But also, I literally bought a box of comic book. It was labeled comic ephemera, which means papers that were related to comic books and other stuff. I'm going to open up that box and just sell it on the fly. I got a peek of kind of what's in there, and it looks really cool. Imagine, if you will, spending an evening cataloging books. That's like every evening, TJ. I did see your message, by the way. I was at the warehouse, which didn't have the things I need to look at for you to see if I had it. So I will do that tomorrow when I'm in the shop. Because after I'm done here, man, I skedaddle, because you guys know what it is. It's Torchy's Thursday. Everyone should go to Torchy's and have some yummy food. Jackie, how are you doing? Did you get all your books safely? You should have gotten them all in your hands. All right, so if you guys could, pretty please do thumbs up, send some hearts. Kyle is working hard in the background talking about cheese. And hit a share. I would love it if you hit a share, because I think if no one ever shared, we wouldn't have TJ, we wouldn't have Jackie here. And Preston's been here pretty much since the beginning because he's dope. So please, please, please share on whatever platform you're on. And we'll be right back to sell the stuff.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Hi, everybody, and welcome in. I see Make Two's here also. Huzzah. Glad to hear you got your books and you like them, Jackie. Yay. All right, let's open up this crazy box. It literally is labeled. I had it behind my counter so that my staff didn't accidentally open it. For y'all. Let's see what crazy fun might be in this box. This is kind of like going to your favorite comic book shop and digging around in their boxes that are like not marked nor organized. Just got this in. Who knows what's in it? This stuff organized. Oh, it is well packaged. I'm happy. Look at this. Inside the box is a cool bag, and they put lots of padding. Yay. I'm always happy to see other eBay sellers doing it nicely. I need scissors back here. I'm just going to have to rip in. Okay. All right, everything's going to be for sale. I'm going to sell everything in here that you guys want. I'm just making up prices. Ooh, who likes history? This is a book about Athenian triremes, which is that kind of boat. It's got like information and images. This one was made in unknown. Oh, 1953 for the public library in Allen County. Just $5.
Weren't we still traveling like that in 1953? Hey-o!
Hey! Maybe. Ooh, here you go. For cool, I don't know what you use it for. This is from Brown Cameras. It is a proportion scale. What would you use it for? Let's see here. To find percent of reduction or enlargement. Set original size, opposite reproduction size. Find proportional sizes. This is kind of cool. So if like you want to change the size of your image, I guess, for enlargement.
That's why sometimes when you take pictures and send them to me for your thumbnails, they look a little
They're off
triangle-y.
scale. So if I should use this for
Because
proportions.
the proportions are not correct.
This is
I
just a
have one
butt
of
because I
those-
feel like this is a specific thing for specific people.
I have one of those that's made out of metal. That's in
Oh,
my
very cool.
studio. That sits with my Super 8s.
Super 8. Oh, this looks cool. What year is this thing from? Oh, it's a children's digest from 1967. Let's see if I recognize any of the work in here. Oh, no way. It has Lyle Crocodile in it. Look at this. Lyle Crocodile. It's a pretty decent looking book. How about $3? Sure that it's worth way more. All right. I saw an image of this and I was really wondering about this. It's a spiral music book, but I wanted to know if there was anything in it. No, there's only one little thing. They used the very beginning of one page. This is some old school stuff, and it also has some terms on the back for music stuff. It's by Westab. And it used to belong to Mary Ellen Carpenter, but used to belong to some other carpenter, but they marked it out. That's pretty funny. How about a couple bucks for that cool thing? Oh, snap. All right, this is definitely a reader's copy. But this is Adventures of Big Boy number 212. Just be able to get these if you went to the Big Boy hamburger place. This one is pretty beat up. So just $2. Oh. How about a coverless Justice League of America number 39 from 1965? You can actually read it without having to worry about beating it up. Really cool. Couple dollars. Surely it's worth way more than that. Ooh, it has magic tricks you can buy. I actually like coverless books. Look. Bob Hope. Also in here is the House of Secrets number 77. The mid-grade copy. The secrets should be worth at least a $5, huh? $5. Oh, an actual full size. Worth a lot. Oh, I know. Oh, I call him Lyle the comic file because he loves comics. I have Classics Illustrated number 96, Daniel Boone. I'll do that for $3. This is the newer style. Ooh, this is another whole thing here. I know this is money. There is a Batman number 206 in there. I will sell for $20. I hope you're looking stuff up while I'm doing this. You might be surprised. You should grab that Batman. Bat Ghost. I need to put it in a bag of board. I think I've got one back here. Is it the right size? It is indeed. Kyle knows what's up.
I am now down to only 4 Batmans I need between 200 and 215.
Are you kidding me that this is one of the few that you don't have?
Yep. I need like 9 in the top 10. Obviously. And then from 10 to 200 I have a full run. And then in the 200s I get a little spotty, and then after the 200s I have a full run.
Oh, This is so cool. Oh my gosh, my 8-year-old self is freaking out. All right, this is the Briar's collector manual. It has all of the Briar in it, at least up until whenever this came out. Look at that. See if it tells me a year. It says new for 1975. I was such a horse girl. I had an entire notebook where I made up names of horses and wrote down in there how many hands tall they were. Oh my word. Yeah. I had my own horse farm, pretend horse ranch. I will say $3. This is definitely collectible. Definitely cool. This is a really cool ephemera buy, y'all. Ooh. Look at this. It looks like it's an unused tobacco deal. This is Yankee Girl chewing tobacco from Detroit, Michigan. It says Detroit 9. Where is Detroit 9? I will say this one's got a lot of kind of like dirtiness up there. So I'll just do $5. Or are they charging $10 for the reprinted classic illustrated comics? Probably. Probably. Depends on what kind of paper they're putting them on now. All right. This is Over the Sunset Trail, Words and Music by Glenn Wagoner, writer of The Blessing for Me. This one, and type stuff on the inside. Reverend Glenn Wagoner. Wait, what? Is this his copy? It has his name on it. Look at this. And that's the guy that says Words and Music by Glenn Wagoner. Oh, my Lord. Says compliments of Mr. and Mrs. Wagoner on the front cover. Shut the front door. I say $10. Where else are you going to find this? That's crazy. I'm in love with whatever else is in here. From the Better Homes and Gardens Family Medical Guide, this is an atlas of the human body in transvision. Oh, look at this thing. Look. And then it has like overlays. When is this from? It has like inside of your eyeball, inside of your reproductive organs, your capillaries. This would be really nice as a gift for somebody you know that's studying medicine. This is from 1977. About $5. $5 fun. From Clark's, this is Easy to Sew Toys. So here you go. You can make your own toys here. This one says Book S14. It's usually a 10-cent book. It has all of the actual patterns in it. About $5 for something. If you know someone in your life that likes,
you know who you need to send that to?
Who?
Cheryl Sloboda.
Oh, that would be a nice present. I like that idea. I don't even understand why this would be something.
Add it to my bill and then send it to her.
Look at this. The solar system from Long John Silver's. This is probably one of those like mats used to like give the kids, right? For them to have something to do. This is from 1991. About $3 for something fun. Solar system. Solar system does not want to stand up. Oh, here is the Betty Fairy book. The Betty Fairy book. It look like inside. This is from 1915. 1915. Look at how darling this thing is. Everything's going to fall off now. Story for a good little boy or girl. Back cover is not attached. Long John Silver, Space Pirate. That is true. That is true. All right, this one's coming apart, even though it's from 1915, so we'll say $5. Trying to keep all this stuff from taking a dive up here. I understand why this one did. It's kind of a folded thing. It's rebelling. Aw, snap. How about a 1983 Ronald McDonald Space Explorer coloring calendar? All right, what's Long John Silver's favorite planet? Oh, wait, hold on. We can suss this out. I don't know. Can't be Neptune. It doesn't. It's not. Mars. Yeah, it is. You're right. It looks like it's unused, y'all. An unused coloring calendar with all its coupons from Mattel. I wonder if you can actually get those coupons and use them. How about $5 hairs? You'll see yourself out. No, you got to keep staying. You got to own that stuff. Okay. This is Little 500, Indiana University, 1967. I actually know this is worth money. It's got something written on it. Let's see if it's possible that somebody that's involved with the event. There are not very many of these that exist out there. I could find other years. This one's a toughie because they had a picture of this one. I don't know. I have to look it up and see if I can figure it out. Grimace in space. I will do this for $5, even though I know it's a $20 book. At least. All right, I'm going to get all this finished by the 20-minute mark. Okay. Here is another. This one was another thing I was really interested in looking at. It says Warner's Spiral Manuscript Book. Name Mary Ellen Marks, M-A-R-K-S, maybe, from Toledo, Ohio. What is she written in it? Oh,
Doesn't matter. Claim I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Huh?
Doesn't matter. I'm claiming it. I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
You're from Toledo? You see, she's got some music in here.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. Claim. Also, I think the Allen County Library is Allen County, Ohio, which is the Lima area, which is where my cousins live. So I'm guessing that that's somewhere where this box came from.
It feels like it.
My neck of the woods.
Let's see if it says on there where it came from. Hold on. Came from Columbia City, Indiana.
That's not far. That's an hour and a half from the state line.
All right, this one's from 1934. This is called Our Paper. It's got a very famous image on there. That one's actually at Museum d'Orsay in France, I believe. Which is weird because it feels like a very American image. So it just has a little bit of information. Gold diggers of New Orleans. Merchant surface services. Chicken factories. He tames lions, old men for watchmen, young men for firemen. It's kind of an interesting little thing. There's Whistler's mother description on the back. How about $3? Just for fun. I haven't looked at anything about it. Oh, sorry, you can't have this one. This is mine. This is original art. I could not tell what this was at all in the image. It's original art. I got to do some research and see who this is. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. But it is completely original. That's way cool. See, this is why you take a risk on crazy stuff. How about... Oh, it is actually full. Sorry. This is Art Gems from the World's Columbian Exposition. Gem Series number 1. Okay, so it's got a front and a back, and in the middle, it has, from 1893. That's what it says on it. It has this print plate. This one, Song of the Lark. I have no idea it had all of it in there. Calling the Ferryman. Really, truly believe there was only one of them in here. The Man with the Hoe. No giggling. I know you are. Okay, I'm giggling too. The Falconer. Grandmother's Dancing Lesson. Ooh, King of the Forest. Christ in the House of Lazarus.
That's still at the Chicago Museum of Art, by the way.
That one?
Yep.
Fishing in Norway. And Bride's Attire. I don't know if it's complete because I don't know how many's supposed to be in this, but.
Is there anything written on that one? The name Mudgett or Holmes?
The Bride's Attire?
No, on anything. It'd probably be handwritten. So maybe it's not related to H.H. Holmes, who was active in Chicago at that time.
Maybe. I'm say $20 for that. Because it's a lot of original prints from long, long ago.
The 1893 World's Fair is when H.H. Holmes had his murder castle in Chicago.
Okay. Oh, I've got another one of the human body. I can give those to 2 of my friends that are studying to be doctors, which I have one at least. This one just looks like maybe the front page of the Eagle magazine from 1941. Just $1. Was he the first serial killer? They didn't call him serial killers until way later, but
H.H. Holmes was not the first U.S. serial killer. The first U.S. serial killer was somebody called Dr. Cream, and there's a great documentary about him on HBO.
Oh, so cool. All right, this one is an advertisement for cream of wheat from 1916. It's called The Reception Committee. And it's these little kids saying, yes, please. And it's on like the back of some piece of a newspaper. How about $5? Good for framing. Now, this is the stuff I was really interested in. This wasn't the back of that other thing. It was actually the little pieces that they had shown that I was like, this is going to make me crazy, isn't it? All right. Let's see what's in it. Looks like they cut out a nice lady for a paper doll, but it wasn't meant to be one. And these are, they cut out, there's a little turtle. A cool camel. Parrot. Another one. Fox. Cheers theme animations. Oh, maybe. Kitty. And a birdie. That thing in its original little container here. I'll say $5. All right, that is the end of our show and tell. This is the kind of crazy stuff you can get if you just like take a risk on the bay. Wasn't that fun? All right, we're going to take a break and then we're going to do Catwoman.
Boring old Tuesday. Kick it! Anyway, let's get to it.
Henri Copen scours collections and comic shops to bring you the biggest deals on beautiful
I'm
comics.
very eager to sell these books.
Plus, he smashes those other boring sales shows. Henri's got fire, excitement, personality, key books, FOMO books,
Sexy! Homo books for ya.
a cute dog, weird accents,
69, bro!
a wheel of skid bark.
There's a wheel spins at the end of every show.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll score huge bargains.
That is Hawk 2 magic right there, all right?
Kicking it with Henri, Tuesday nights, part of the experience.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
Hey, did you know that you're invited to an art gala? No, I mean the fun kind. It's SketchUp with Mog and Mel.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us.
Featured guests talk about their new
So
projects.
it takes place in this fantasy world where the world is kind of lost its stories.
And life as an artist.
The hope was that you could make some amount of money when you exited art school.
While the ever-changing artist panel draws new works live in front of your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Working on the
And they're
shadow.
sexy. Sex, dude.
You still got a little bit of time.
Phil, that's dope, dude.
SketchUp with Mog and Mel. Thursday nights. Part of the experience.
All right, I'm going to explode your brains because I've got this full run of Catwoman. This is the stuff from the Ballant 1993 run. I have 0 through 94, which is its entire run. The run is worth $250, which is what I have on it. But I will sell it to someone tonight for $150, but you got to buy it. You got to say, I want that run. You just have a lot of those. Ballant art is really good. He has fine line art for his inks. I just really like it. Like super iconic, right? Super iconic. And then this is one of my favorite covers. The 65. Look at that cool art. She's not supposed to be there. Or like this one over here, it looks like like the Mona Lisa. So there you go. Once the show's over, that deal is finished. So, all right, I'm just going to start from the beginning of the Brubaker run and go through it. They're all individually priced. So just call it out if you need it. If there's a specific book you want to look at, please let me know. We've got about half an hour to go through this. So. All right, these books were all famous for having Darwin Cook art on the front, and they're worth grabbing up because oftentimes this one's pretty dirty, but this one's a great clean copy. One of my regular customers who sold me a Wonder Woman collection like last year, which was gorgeous, just came in with this and was like, hey, you want to have my Catwoman collection? I was like, yes, please, I will buy that. So number one is just $10. She has the come hither eyes.
A lot of the value in this run is that this is early Ed Brubaker, at DC, but also the Darwin Cook art. That is about, based on the math I can do, about 20% of the value is just Darwin Cook having done the covers.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. It's really great. And it's like real stark. All of these first issues. Ballant's number one is part of QVC history. First time I ever saw a QVC host almost totally lose it. Would that have been Mr. Nick Barucci? because he was the one person that sold comics on QVC. He was much younger then. Here is number 2, just $5. Number 3, $5. She's a contortionist. Number 4 is $5. She's splashing in the mud or something. Then number 5 is just 4. Number 6 is 4. 7 is 4. Nice stark image again. Number 8 is 4. I think so, Ken. By the way, I do have a book here for you. I just was like, I didn't want to send you an invoice until we had more than one. Number 9 is 4. 10 is 4. Look at that cute one. 11 is 7. 12 is 6. And a lot of this is in really nice, better than usual bags and boards for sure. Number 13 is 10. 14 is 10. She's at the Pink Pussycat Motel. Richard! Sorry, I can't call you Richard. Ship! Number 15 is 8. This has got J.G. Jones covers. This is before he got himself really into just doing watercolor, which is mostly what he does now. 16 is 6, more JG. Oh, you could have talked to Kincaid on air. That would have been fun.
QVC is still around. In fact, I may or may not have stolen some of the code from their website for our website.
What? So hear the government first name. It's true. Does anyone call you Richard? If no one calls me Jennifer. If I get called Jennifer, I know I am in big trouble. Steve something was talking about the embossing on the cover while running his finger across it, not looking at the monitor. He kept running across her chest, and then he saw it. It is the most prominent part. You could rub on her butt's pretty flat. Oh my gosh. That would be so funny. All right, 17 is 6. Such a weak chin here. I don't know who that's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be Bruce, man, I would not think that was like a sexy look. Aw, Ship's got some cool stuff. Number 18 is 6. Trying to figure out ripping apart that outfit. Number 19 is 6. 20 is 6. Still brew bakering. 21 is 6. 22 is 6. Facepalm. 23 is 6. 24 is 6. Kyle's having fun. 25 is 6. Fun fact, also Kyle's the only person that's bought something so far. Everyone else is waiting probably for those awesome Madam Hughes. 26 is 6. And 27 is 6. That's a beautiful glacy. Tut tut on the QVC. I would be a really bad person to watch QVC because I would not be able to control myself from buying. If you don't see me on a lot of other shows that are selling shows, is because I have little to no self-control. Especially if it's an auction. Oh, Lord. I like to win. I don't really care if it's something that I want. I used to go to like a local like auction for like household goods and stuff. And I'd be like, why am I bidding on this box of linens? Yep. Catwoman number 28 is 5. Fun fact, today I was at the resale shop with my mom and I bought 4 skateboards. Why? I don't know. Catwoman number 29 is 5. Excitement of the chase is true. It's funny because there's so many of those little shows now where people are like showing the bargains they get at resale shops. So I went from like almost nobody at the resale shop when I went during the day being packed out with people just looking for the thing to make their money. This is number 30, but it is got a lot of spine stretch. So that one's just $3. Mystery boxes of things you don't even collect. Yep, that's what happens. Catwoman number 33 is 5. 31 is 5. It's like Bast back behind her. Number 32, $5. True Romance, question mark. Then we get into a storyline called War Games. This is number 34, and that one's $4. 35 is $4. But you won! 36 is $4. I actually went one time to an auction that had, I think it's actually a reproduction of this chair, but even if it is, it's still worth a ton of money. It's a cool like lounge chair where the metal parts of it are, you know, sand cast. I don't know if you guys have ever seen sand casting, but I have a book of like 1,001 chairs. You guys ever seen those little books that have 1,001 somethings? And it's in there. And so I went, and this is a little country auction that was just along the highway, and almost everything there sold for like my dining room set is from there. I paid $50 for a table, 2 like leaves, and 6 chairs. So they didn't care about furniture. So I had to pay up for this one. I paid a whole $300. I'm embarrassed to say how much it might be worth. Bronze is in the house. Hey, Bronze, I hope you like the woman. We just showed a bunch of ephemera earlier that was really fun. 37 is 7. In the aftermath of war, a choice. I think after digging through comic books in the warehouse today, I realized that there are storylines, or at least ideas of storylines, that kind of they rework every 20 years or so. 38 is 6. The idea that she might take over the city underground. Bad guys has been done a couple times. Number 39 is 5. 40 is 4. I have not shown any of the hues yet. I'm working my way across the board. So when I'm done with this little pile, I'm going straight to the hues, okay? Number 41 is 4. 42 is 4. 43 is 4. And 44 is 6. So you timed yourself just right. I don't think this one is hues. Looks a little bit like his. I guess it could be. But I'm 100% certain about the rest of these. All right, here we go. Here we go. Number 45. This is all Adam Hughes from here on out. All Adam. 45 is 20. Just such great female form. He just knows his stuff so much. 46 is 20. She's in the shadows. Is it? Okay, I need to pull it down to this next section. 47 is 10. It's game over. $48 is 10. $49 is $8. Number 50 is 15 and features Zatanna. Everyone likes the Zatanna covers for sure. This one's really hard to look up because later on they did a homage cover for this character, and it looks the same except she doesn't have a crying face or anything. It's so annoying. But this is the real deal. This one's number 51. That one's 75 and comes in a top loader. She looks a little bit like oh, I forgot Zod's sister's name. She has that look. She's wearing the same outfit. 51 goes to the bronze. Put it on here. Or Joan Jett, yeah. Bronze came here to kick butt. Okay, number 52 is 10. Such a great cover. Look at the reflection in the glasses. '53 is 6. She's going to step off the edge of that building, just looking back to be like, is this okay? Number 54 has a little bit of spine ticks, so it's just $4. But look at this. It's got a reflection in that pool of blood. There's a couple of teeth been knocked out that guy's face. Number 55 is $4. Her looking outside of the diner window and looking up and seeing the Catwoman silhouette. Number 69 is $12. She's a little overwhelmed. All right, this other one is another super hot cover. Very hard to find because everyone wants this one. This one is number 70, and that one's $50. Number 71 is 5. How the light comes off of her jacket there. Pablo Drive By. Hey, Pablo. How are the Barcos? Number 72 is 25. Full Zatanna. Slow roasted pork loin and slow cooker. Mmm. Num, 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 num. My dinner is going to be Torchy's Tacos. I actually have breakfast for dinner there. They have a breakfast burrito that's really good, which is where I got my picture from last week of Shai Halud. Number 73 is $6. 75 is 10. Watch your back, girl. 76 is 8. Number 77 is 10. Run, Catwoman, run. Ooh, getting a girlfriend. Nice. Okay, Pablo. So when you guys do breeding now, is it like when we had a Brittany Spaniel that we would breed where the sire, their family, the way they got money was that they got to have the pick of the litter, not the ritter. Ooh, blueberry pancakes, candy bacon, breakfast for dinner. Hey, I thought, okay, I'm going to throw this out here. You know, there's breakfast for dinner places all over the place. Do you think that a restaurant advertising dinner for breakfast would go? Oh, I already did that. Run, Catwoman. This one is number 78 and it's $12. It's so disturbing. She's like biting her bottom lip. I guess it makes sense. Number 79 is 7. Dinner for breakfast is called a dinner. Oh, it's called a diner. Yeah, I guess so. I knew it was a long stretch, but if you just called your place dinner for breakfast and just served, I don't know, you could already get pork chops and steak and stuff for breakfast, so I guess nothing changes. Catwoman number 80 is 12. Or Vegas, yeah, there you go. 81 is 25. They must like her derriere there in that version. Number 82 is 12. She's got money, honey. Cold pizza for breakfast is awesome. Cold chicken is good for breakfast. 80 goes to nerd. Bronze. I just called you nerd. Oh no. We know our own. Sorry, Bronze. And then 83 is 7. She says, what? I know it seems like it's really easy to get Adam Hughes Catwoman because there's a ton of it here. It's really not true. It's really hard. I did. I got your 75 already pulled, and it is in your pile. Where is... I don't know what the Barco stands for. I feel like I should know. Lots of 24-hour places. Ordered dinner at 2 or 3 in the morning. Awesome. How about number 56? That's $6. It's really cute because he's managed to work that into his diner name. Ah. So much. So much Audrey Hepburn. This one's number 57, and it's $5. It looks like Lone Wolf and Cub. Oh, you found one that says Adam Hughes, not AH? That's really cool. I picked up a couple of different like sketchbooks from him on the cruise, and one of them I can't find anywhere. I don't know if he just found a couple and had them on the cruise and nowhere else. 58 is 15. Oh, Barco's ship. Where's ship? Catwoman, whip that thumbs up. Ron says. Brian, what are you doing on your next show, man? Number 59 is 5. Barco is ship. Okay, now I gotta keep that in my brain. Anyone ever think about how many kids Catwoman has had? I don't know. I can't. I'd have to like do some researches. Number 60 is 7. I'm going to talk about what high grade means to you guys. Okay. That's awesome. Because there is this problem all the time when you list things on eBay, especially when you say VF to NM. Oftentimes they get really mad when it's not a 9.8. And I'm like, even an NM isn't 9.8. You need to do some comic book learning. No kids, just kitties. Oh, kitties. So I did a whole bunch of like single shot videos for their in our shorts stuff that actually tell you what each grade means and what's acceptable for that grade. They're all just like 1 minute long. So they're very helpful and useful. I was glad I did them because they helped me kind of remember. It's like, memorizing what NM, VF, FN, VG, and when you get down to FR, it's pretty bad. Most people just call them low grade or reading copies, but that could be kind of like anywhere from a 5 to a nothing. Silver Age, high grade, same as copper. Obviously, it's subjective. Yeah. especially when you're talking about like what's acceptable for, can the date be written on a cover and still not affect its grade. This is going to be a really good show. You guys should definitely watch it because it will maybe help you understand a little bit more. I mean, not every person that lists on eBay knows grading systems. They just watch shows and think they do know. I always say ask. It's always good to ask. Can I see some up close pictures? Yeah, I've been guilty of that where I've sold a book that it was in the bag and board and I never took it out. Walking Dead, despite being modern, still high grade if it's a 7.5. That is a good question, Bronze. That's a good question. Hey, Steve. Number 61 is $5. She's on a motorcycle. Number 62 is $5. There's the baby. Number 63 is $6. 64 is $5. 65 is $6. It's impossible. The only one I've ever had bronze came to me from a military guy who came in, and it was during the heat of the show. And he said, I don't think you'll want to buy this from me because it went to combat with me and got handed around to all the guys, and it was in the back of our pockets and stuff, rolled up. But it was, even the condition it was in, it was really valuable then. Number 66 is $5. Missing. No. 67 is $5. And 68 is $5. All right, that is the end of my offerings for today. If you came in late and you have any questions, please ask them now. A reminder that my Catwoman ballot run down here from 1994. This is number 0. Sorry, I put 1. 0 through 94 is $250 normally. I'm going to do it for $150 during this show. Once the show's over, I'll just list it. I want to give you guys the best possible deal. I always try my best to be descriptive, but we're fallible. I always tell people it's totally my bad. If I miss something, that's on me. Anyone have any questions? I'm trying to think of what I have coming up next. So Saturday show, I've got a bunch of different stuff I'm going to try to bring. So I've got a couple different collections. I've got boxes finished from them. Lots of good modern in those collections. I do have a Classics Illustrated run that I don't know if anyone really is into it. So I probably will do kind of like this where I just give like an overview, but not make everyone sit through me showing them a million covers because it's like a long box and a half. It's probably every one. There's a really good collection, family collection. And who knows what else I'm going to show. I like finding books. I've been out the warehouse pulling stuff down. You want some silver and bronze for Saturday, Ken? Are you going to come to Saturday's show? If you are, I will totally do it. Oh, I know what I might do. I haven't done a long box of half price for a while. I'm trying to rotate through the stuff that's sitting. We have it at the back of our store, kind of like where all of the stuff goes right after it's done. At the live show, it'll go out to those boxes, not this stuff, of course, but normal random stuff. And after it's been out there for a while, I like to rotate it out. But before I rotate it out to the warehouse, where it can't be found at all, I like to do a half price sale. So I will probably do a box or two of halfies and bring some of those other goodies. Oh, it's a nighttime show, Ken. So it's from 8 to 10 p.m. and it's on the Comic Book Shopping Network, which is just Facebook. Ballot run 2, 3, 9. They're all in here, I think. There's 2, 3, 9, 17, 42. 42. Unfortunately, runs, I'm not breaking the collection up because it's a full run. I can definitely look and see if I have those in my stock. TJ, I pulled all the JSA I had from the warehouse that I could find. I will try to have all of that on Saturday for the show. Oh, that's okay, Bronze. Please do send me, if you're on Facebook and you follow me at all, send me a direct message for books that you're looking for anytime. They don't have to be part of a show. Just say, hey, do you have? And eventually, like TJ sent me a list that I'm going to look through. So I am happy to, outside of things when I have like runs like this that I can't break up, I do have tons of other stock. I'm happy to find stuff for you because all of those should be really reasonable price. Oh, Ken, I am so sorry. There's no harm or foul to join Facebook just to watch me live because people do all the time. You just don't put anything on your little pages or anything. You just log in when it's time. Or have a friend. If all else fails, Ken, I can try to do that. Saturday shows, Facebook. Yep. Comic Book Shopping Network. If you follow me, when I go live on Saturday, it will pop up on my page. And you just click it and follow it over. Yep. Kyle's on CBSN. Henri's on CBSN sometimes.
Henri will be back on CBSN starting this week. Sorry, you don't know that yet. That was a development earlier today.
Okay, bye. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me for this show. You should tune in to Mog and Mel. Always have cool stuff. And Geek Chat. You should. It's fun. It's hard to just be like one person doing a show. Unfortunately, my room back here is much smaller than my old spot used to be, but it is much more quiet. So it is fun. Henri and I occasionally do shows together, and it's way more fun and silly. So if I'm ever free, I'm happy to pop on someone else's show. Bronze, if you ever need another talking head and I'm free, I'm happy to come on with you. Kyle or anybody else that's doing shows anywhere. Needs to be closer to you. The invasion of CBSN is coming good. So just so you know, so you're aware, CBSN is not the enemy. I co-own it. So if you hate me, then I guess you can hate that place, but don't. Because a lot of people do them on all different platforms. And none of them are the enemy. We like them all. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Thumbs up and hearts to Kyle. Thanks so much for coming, and I will see you guys next week.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.